Today we needed to be in the car, we needed to be on the road, and most importantly, out of the house. We woke up and I don't know, things just hurt. Things did not feel right. My poison oak rash is not doing so great.
Just tell everyone about that.
Yes, it's painful.
I want to point out the fact that you said today we feel like we need to be in the car. Is that a phrase you ever thought that you would have said?
Definitely not. That's a good point. I did say today I felt like I just wanted to go for a drive, and coming from someone who spends their life driving from studio to studio all over LA, it's not something I ever thought I'd say.
And I just remembered I only paid the meter for like an hour and a half, so I'm actually not sure if we have a ticket or not. Let's see. Hoping I'm gonna get lucky here. Looks like it's my lucky day. Gotta happen once in a while, right?
And you're about to see the wound. So I got it all over the back of my leg. Oh my goodness. And if you know anything about poison oak, it sort of like weeps and soothes. So it's throughout the back of my knee, and it's just causing all these issues. A little bit on my ankle, and then literally that is like all up my leg as well. But it's worst at my knee, so I'm just gonna try and bandage this little puppy up. Today was gonna be kind of like a very highly productive day. I was gonna be on my computer and working on some programming for our 12-week health coaching program, and kind of creating some more recipes for our website.
We're both working on that program,
Yes.
plus several other programs,
Yes.
plus several videos, plus a podcast that is going to still happen at some point today.
Oh,
So
we do have a podcast.
As far as not productive, I don't really know how this day is going to work.
I think people have been enjoying the lives more now that, now that we're all not driving so much and we aren't listening to podcasts as much. I think people are enjoying the lives. Peanut, stay here, buddy. Come here, mister. Bye, have fun refilling the waters. Are you excited to go to the Laguna? Are you excited? You've never been there in your whole life. I'm gonna take so many good photos of you. Uh-oh, I don't have his ball. Peanut, you lost your ball already. He found a bunny.
Heads up. See it?
Where'd it go, Peanut?
One more time.
That's so cruel. Just throw it for him. There we go. Peanut. Did you hear it? Peanut! Ball is somewhere over there. Yeah. He has a lot of faith though. He thinks he's right. So we just did our partner workout, and we're pretty much coming to the end of our day and the last little portion of our battery. Probably got like 5% left.
On the scale of planned outings that went according to plan, and this one does not rank too highly on that list, but I think that wasn't really the point with today, was it?
No, I think we, like a lot of you guys stuck at home, we felt like today was just one of those days where we were not going to be able to sit in our living room and be in a good headspace. Honestly, we only have one room in our house with air conditioning, and I knew, like, waking up this morning, like, I had a headache. I've got this huge poison oak rash on my leg. I just wasn't feeling great physically, and I didn't think that I could be feeling healthy mentally in the house. And even though we had a lot of like things we wanted to get done for YouTube content and for our website and for our client programming, I just was like, I think we need to go for a drive today. And we didn't really know where we were going to end up, and decided, you know, once we got in the car that it felt good and we wanted to go towards Laguna, somewhere in between San Diego and LA.
We found this really awesome park, mostly because our little peanut dog decided that he wanted to have his ball thrown. So we found this little spot to do our partner workouts, which we're going to be probably doing again, yeah?
Yeah, it was a really good workout, actually.
We kind of put together some of our own ideas and then a couple that you found on Instagram, huh?
And then I also brought along this printout with me, and I just, like, you know, I try to bring a book with me everywhere I go, even if I don't always end up reading it. But this one was something a friend gave to me, and it's called The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra. And I wanted to share a little passage that I thought was related to why we needed to get out today and why this little excursion was so good for us mentally. I think that sometimes we all just, I lost the passage, but sometimes we need a break from routine, and the only way that we can be creative and feel good and feel connected to ourselves is to get out of the environment that we're so used to. And it's only when you leave that environment and that space that you can have like a clear mind, and you come back into it and you can see your life differently. If you step out and away from what you're so used to, you come back and you get fresh eyes. And I just needed fresh eyes. I needed to think about, like, where do I want to go career-wise, and what are we really striving for with this YouTube channel and with our podcasts and with our clients. And I needed the direction and like the space to think for myself.
Right. I mean, it sounds kind of cheesy to put it this way, but sometimes you need a literal change in perspective, a change in environment to have a sort of a mental change in perspective. And it's funny because literally after we finished this workout, we had a guy come up to us and just start chatting randomly. And it turns out he was in fitness and he was a trainer. He had his own business that had unfortunately, fallen apart. But he made the comment that really resonated with me because I think I'm a similar type of person. He basically said that he got so burnt out being a trainer, just living in the gym, working with his clients, that something that he was so passionate about, his own fitness, fell by the wayside, and he just started hating being in the gym and literally didn't care about his own fitness, which is sad when, so many of us trainers, if you're in the industry, chances are you have such a love for physical fitness, for moving your body and all of those aspects, and to lose that is really an awful thing. And I guess where I was going with that was sometimes, you may say you love your work and what you do, and I get a lot of people that say, my work is my life, but that's okay. I love it. I'm driven. I'm ambitious. That's awesome. But at what point does, do you ask yourself, is there something more? Could there be something more? Could I be better at what I'm already doing? Am I losing some of the passion that I have? And is it simply because I don't take the time to take myself out of my office or out of my routine, out of my life, out of my little world, and experience something that's, maybe I just don't do that often. Maybe I forgot that I loved. And chances are those things can kind of refresh us. They give us, like Laura said, new eyes, maybe a better perspective. Maybe you missed something that you were just overlooking before, and it's really going to help you with that thing that you love to work towards.
And what it comes down to, you guys, is 2 words: self-love. And I think that, as much as we can love our career and the people that we're with, you really got to put your health first. And that means taking sometimes days off and going on trips that don't have an agenda, and sort of allowing things to unfold the way that they're meant to. And like he said, we met a really cool guy who was just riding his bike where we were working out. He stopped at the same point we did, and we just had a really great conversation about how you need to put your health first, and say, you know, things go wrong elsewhere in life, and this whole quarantine happens or whatever, as long as you have your health, you really do have everything. And we so often take for granted the fact that we have 2 legs, 2 strong arms, a beating heart. The fact that we can take ourselves to the park and get out and be active is such a gift. So I found the passage, and to finish off this little clip, I just wanted to read this straight off from the page. It says, in object referral, we also feel an intense need to control things. We feel an intense need for external power, the need for approval, the need to control things, and the need for external power are needs that are based on fear. This kind of power is not the power of pure potentiality or the power of the self or real power. When we experience the power of the self, there is an absence of fear, there's no compulsion to control, and no struggle for approval or external power. So basically, it's just talking about like how we feel the need to control things, and how we get so set on a certain outcome and a certain goal that we actually lose sight of the present. And that intense need for control comes from a place of fear. And I think a lot of us, what we're going through right now is a fear type of mindset. So just a reminder that the only thing we have control over is our own actions and our own beliefs and our internal environments. And not only is that the only thing you have control over, but it's something that we have complete control over. So whatever choices you make, you are the one that gets to choose like what you decide to put in your body, what you decide to do with your activity for the day. You know, we are completely responsible for those things. Maybe we don't have control over other regulations or public settings, or, you know, whether or not we can go to the gym because it's closed, but we do have control over the little things, you know, and putting ourselves first there's always a way to do that, to take care of yourself. Battery is gone.
Battery is gone.
Battery
Hopefully
is dead.
this inspired some of you guys to go out and have an adventure of your own.
Go have an adventure, you guys, and put in the comments where you decided to go off to for your self-care day.